Hey guys and gals, here is what I'm thinking is going to be the last installment of the Monkey King Ultra Mech by LEGO Monkey Kids at number 80045. This is so far what we have done in the last two installments. So let's get started here with the last portion. And we still, I think, have a good amount of stickers left. About maybe, well, not a whole lot, but still too much for me. Haven't put this stuff on yet. And I'm probably going to break this video down into several portions like I normally do, because I got other things that I'm doing right now. So let's get going here. And we got to make two. So this is a paired thing. So we're gonna do this real quick here. We're gonna get it done fast because I kind of want to move on to some other stuff. I have a feeling by the time I'm filming this, well, tomorrow anyways, in my time, that I'm going to have more of these sets appear, and these are going to be like critical, like I have to have them done that day. So I'd rather get this done now. And, you know, I mean, it's just how this ambassador thing goes. So it's, you know, it is what it is. Just have to live with it here. And see, these doesn't really matter which way they face. And yeah, let's get her done. I want to play video games so bad right now. Everybody else I know has got new games that they're playing, and I'm doing Lego. And yes, I like building stuff with Lego, but sometimes I want to sit down and play something with a little more action, not the sticker game. But I mean, it's a relaxing build nonetheless. I'm just not really probably in one of those moods today. I went to bed at 4:30 the other night filming part 2 of this, and that was a little too late for me. And we're going to see if we can get through this. Of course, I usually do my rough reviews, and I do the final review. I'll look at the minifigure names. Everybody wants to know the name of the minifigures, and the problem with that is that I really, it sounds kind of cold, but I can care less about minifigures, to be honest. I like to build things. I know there's some out there who collect minifigures, but I'm not one of them. Like, I remember in my older reviews, I would sit there and talk about the minifigures, and I still messed up on things, and people got a little angry about it. So I just say, here's a set of minifigures. And what the manual doesn't provide, I'm not going to do research on. You know, if Lego or if the Lego group or the manual doesn't provide that information, I can't do it. If it's printed on the box, I'll cover it, but if it's not, I will not cover it at all. You know. Oh, that's right. Kiddies have to go back to school since it's been Thanksgiving break, and now the kids have to go back to school now, and well, that gives me a little extra time to get stuff done. You know, supposedly. And yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong though, I do enjoy doing these, but on deadlines they're not fun. It's like sitting down, it's like I hadn't even got to that castle set yet because I've been too busy doing these things. Alright. So it goes like that. Oh, okay. Alright. Well, we just got to copy that model there. And then I guess these are used to enforce it. Yeah, a buddy of mine went snowboarding the other day, and sometimes it's nice to have friends who don't even invite you, let alone rub it into your face, and then they're doing something fun, and like, oh, okay, cool. I'll remember that next time. And their excuse, oh, you work all the time. I'm like, I told you like 3 days ago that I'm going to be off for a good amount of time. Oh, it slipped my mind. Well, Jay can slip his mind too. This guy is probably about 10 years younger than me. I mean, I guess now today, I guess people's memories are not as good as they used to be. And well, I think I found the remainder of those 4s that are going on there. And I just like, well, I'm not really much of a fan of snowboarding, but it is relaxing. And honestly, guys and gals, I'd rather do snowboarding than this. I'm an outdoors person. I don't like to be inside too long. I used to like taking my Lego outside until I have one of these obnoxious neighbors that blares their music out full blast almost every day. So you know, now I got to find the stickers, and then this portion, the silver portion, goes towards the bottom. It goes on the flat piece. So you got to put 4 of these on, and now I got to spend about 10 minutes doing this. I think that's what last night in the last installment, that's what I was messing around with, was mostly stickers. So yep, well, it's a little crooked. I'll leave it on there like that. I think this set will at most get probably a 6. And part of the build experience is stickers. When I get it, you know, like a little sheet like that, not too bad. Okay, but when they give you this binder full of them, it's like, I really don't want to deal with it. Alright, let's get these going here. I got to stick these on both sides. Says we have to, I assume that the other ones go on the other side here. Yeah. Why don't you just have me do that then, huh? So we got to put the other stuff on here. They could have just said do this, that, and make duplicates of everything. How does that even go on there? Oh, wait a minute. Am I missing something? Oh, I skipped a step. My bad. And then, yeah, I'm an outdoors person. And unfortunately, though, when you're doing Lego stuff, it's mostly an indoor activity. I consider this a nighttime. It's daytime. Right now I'm waiting for my windshield wiper arm to dry out before I can even put it on my car. I'm priming it right now, and I'm getting ready to put 2 coats of lacquered enamel on it just to really preserve it. I'm really surprised the plastic decorative housing pieces weren't brittle or anything, because they were protected by primer and enamel, so I was like, well, I got lucky there. At least I got it. At least I'm getting it done, and that kind of thing. All right. Okay. At least we got all the stickers done in one sitting. I'm not done with that sheet yet. And then we got these things that go at the bottom here. Now they go inwards, so the studs have to face inside. Not sure what those are for yet. Probably just something that just hangs there. Okay. And we rotate it around. But the beehive part is facing us, and then we just put those on. Okay, I see. We got to do this stuff here at the top. Yeah, last night we were on that Discord call and talking about things we want to build, and I have some ideas. It's getting the time to do it or finding the right parts. I have time now, but, well, not really. I have to do this. So my time has been dwindled down a bit here. And then I'm just trying to get this goofy thing done here so I can do my stuff. Now, I sound tired, and I am. I got up late. I got up like at 12:15 this afternoon, and I got to get my sleep schedule pretty much squared back on track. I believe we're done because we have no more pieces left, and we are. So, trying to see where those go. Looks like the jumper plates face outwards. So, okay, it's pretty simple here. So basically what it does is it snaps on here with these facing out like this. And this part here goes towards us, I believe. Actually, it doesn't matter. It just fits in one way. There we go. Same thing on this side. And there it is. Well, no, maybe not. It's being a little turd. There you go. Now there it is. That's what we did for bag 11. Okay, let's see what's in bag 12 here. And what do we have to do? Looks like we're doing the hands. So let's see what we got in here. And this thing's getting pretty big. It's starting to take up about probably 40% of my table. It's starting to look like something now. So that's what we're doing. And let's take a look here. Unfortunately, it looks like this is going to be a mirror, so I'm going to take a look here. And it's got stickers, of course. Okay. Let's build a mirror. Okay, we're going to breeze through this guy real quick here. We're going to breeze through it. It looks pretty universal up to this point here. I'll make sure I have that recording thing going. Gotta get it done. Gotta finish. And then I'm probably gonna take a breather. Probably do a little bits of it later on. Alright. Get this going here. And I still got this scratchy cough trying to get this stupid virus out of me. So, trying not to cough in your ears. So far everything's just kind of just the same. You know. Alright. I've been thinking about taking some side jobs on for the holidays, programming jobs. So I'm going to be bored real soon. Jay, how can you be bored? You got all this Lego stuff to do. Well, after a while, my hands need a break. Especially when you're piecing together nothing but little 1x2s and 1x3s and stuff. It's not like I'm doing big bricks. Little pieces add a lot of detail, but making sure I'm putting those on correctly. There we go. I think those are supposed to be the fingers. We don't know yet. I'm missing one. Oh, there it is. And after that, now mind you, this is still a mirror, but they seem like they're pretty unique, so pretty much just clones so far. Let's see. Let's see here, kitties. Whoa, where are you going? Wants to roll under there. And you know, after a while I do get tired of doing Lego. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I know some people say they never do. I'm not gonna lie to you. I need a break sometimes. I need to step back and say, yeah, I'll take a breather. I think there's going to be stickers on these. So far, we haven't seen really anything yet going on here that's where it makes it like we have a reflection in a mirror. Okay, that's good there. And we have a sub-step. Okay. Remember, the one closest to me is the one from the manual, so the one away from me here, furthest away, is the one we're working away from the manual. So, and we got some downwards plates. Yes, it's still hot where I'm at. Hasn't cooled down much. At night it's like in the 20s and 30s, but in the daytime it's like in the 70s. Now, this thing so far is just like a complete, it's just a complete clone. You know, oh, I'm not sponsored by those guys. Those were just given to me by family. Alright, rotate them around. And why did we rotate around to put those on there for? What was the point of that? I gotta rotate around to put these on here. Oh, it's upside down. So they're inverted ones. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. They're inverted ones of these. Oh, I got one on there. Let's start with the big ones first. The seam is starting to come undone, and I really don't want to deal with it now. Yeah, the other installment, man, it took forever. It felt like it took forever to film. And, you know, doing these after a while, it does get a little boring to do them. Alright, and then here's this. It's upside down. And this goes here like that. Alright. So far I haven't seen anything really unique. Alright. Okay, we're going to have to take a side here. This is the side I'm working on. There we go. And this goes next. So far I haven't seen any. Oh, there's stickers. Never mind. It's actually got its whole little step too. Okay. So now we got to put a sticker on it, and it says sticker number 12. And there's two number 12s, so I'm assuming that the two 12s go on here, and it goes like that. So I got to put that on here. Can I even get that on? There we go. That's one. At least it's not little stickers, but still I kind of wish that this stuff was printed though. Like I said, it makes the set feel a bit cheap. And on the other side, we just stick some of these on here. They're just stuck on here. So now we have our reflections in the mirror. Okay. There we go. And then that's it. No sticker on that piece? Seriously? What's with all the other tan pieces for? Let's skip all that there. Okay, put those on. Alright, so let's put these on next. So this one here, hold on, let me go back. Okay, this one here goes on that hand there. So I'm matching up the picture to be sure. And it looks like it just goes right here on this ball joint, and there we go. That means that this one just goes here, with the sticker facing up. Okay. And now we have to make, it's like 4 hand pieces, and they're going to have stickers on all of them. So let's build it first, and then we're going to put the stickers on it. Alright. I can always use these in sand yellow. So we're going to start mass producing things now. Now, why don't you just build one at a time, because this is, I'm actually on sub-step 2, and I'm combining 1 and 2 together, and it's just easier to kind of set them up like an assembly line, and you get them done that way. And then the next one is this. Ooh, I didn't like the way that sound. Maybe it just got a little offset or something, and I just like I was going to break. That color's not known to break yet. Hope it doesn't. Now the next step requires us to put a sticker on, but I'm going to go ahead and put the last piece on here real quick. I believe there's more to this. Yeah, we got to put more on after that. Alright, so let's put the foam bases. The studs go down here. So that's what it looks like to me. And I made a mistake there. Okay. And then 17, and the gold part goes towards the telephone base. So something like that. And I'm going to rotate them around to let me know that I've actually done those. Number 2. You know, almost every Lego set that Lego has sent me for review has stickers. I mean, it's like Lego Basic and Lego, some of the bigger creator sets don't have stickers. I'm like, send me those. You get high ratings for those. And there you go. We only have 2 left to do, so that's not too bad. These stickers are, well, this one here, this installment's going to have a lot of stickers. Okay, so these go on here, on these things. So these two go right here. And making sure that fits in there. That's one. That's two. And there we go. Still got some fingers left. I think the thumbs are going to go on or something. And then, yeah, we got to make two of these. So these are our thumbs. And they're both clones, so we can just blast right through these. And then we got the gold teeth pieces, downwards teeth, set those on there. And we do that. There we go. I want this done. I want it done now. And then the thumbs go right here. And it doesn't matter which way they go. Okay, I see. So this one is here. And those plates are rounded so you can actually take your thumbs. Well, let's just do that then, since that wanted to be stubborn there. You can take these and rotate them like that and all that stuff, so you can do that too. And that concludes bag 12 was just the hands, and bag 13 looks like it's something here. We haven't even got to the head yet, so yeah. Alright, let's proceed on here with 13, and it looks like these two things here could be mirrored, but this thing I don't think is. We're going to take a look here and see here. So, well, obviously we're adding some stuff here, and so let's note that there. Okay, these are mirrored. Okay, this bin doesn't have a lot of parts, but except for this, it's mirrored. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of little mirrors, so we're going to just do this very slowly here. Okay. Let's get started. So, you're going to get these mirror things. That's how it is. If you only see one piece, you know it's not mirrored. But I'm seeing duplicates, so obviously it is. Thinking on taking on a separate job while I'm on my time off. I should be slowing down a little bit, but some of these are pretty easy side jobs, programming jobs, like really quickies. Like it takes maybe a day or two, maybe 3 days to get done, and then the client pays you, and that's pretty much what they do. It's like, or sometimes they're looking for somebody to go in and update their website. It just takes about a day. Alright, so this goes in here. Somewhere in here. Oh, right here. We just worked on this one here. So it goes right here. That means that this one goes here. On this side, they go right underneath the arms, like right here. Alright, I'm going to set that in there. Okay, and making sure it's really seated in there. Alright. These builds are kind of big and goofy, but we survived that part. And then making sure, okay, they swing upwards when you're done, so they go up like this. Alright, okay, that's not too bad. And then we got to build a mirror of these two. So it's all mirrors at this point. I like it when they're not mirrors or just clones. But when you're, I mean, if you're building this on your own, you can take your time. I don't have to do what I'm doing here. Well, I'm looking for the other one for that. I had a dream the other night, or last night, that I had my Lego room all set up and stuff like that. I mean, it was, I can go in and just pull out a drawer and parts are just right there, plentiful. And woke up this morning and I thought, well, obviously that didn't happen because I swore where I want my Lego to be, that's where all my vacuum tubes are at. That's like, I'm gonna have to step up on my game on that one and get that going. Okay, shells are facing the right way. Then we're looking for some angular. So this is that metallic gold, not the pearl gold. Like here's pearl gold, here's metallic gold. So, okay, and shield. At least they're wrapping around and cleaning that up. In fact, this is the only printed piece in here, and it's on a 3x3 tile. I'm like, ouch. I could have used that for like a patio table or something. Probably have to order a few of those in regular red. Sometimes these pieces are just hard to pick up off the table. And then the next thing here is one of these bricks with dowel. That's backwards, it goes the other way. Yeah. About my friend though that went snowboarding, if he ever asks me to give him a ride, I'm going to be like, oh, I'm sorry, because he doesn't have his license. He's around my age, he doesn't drive, and I understand like some people just don't drive and stuff, but I mean, come on now. You hitch a ride with other people, you know, because sometimes you'll hit me up for a ride. I'll remember the whole snowboarding thing. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm busy that day. And usually I am busy. You know, I can't exactly tell where that goes, but it looks like it's right in the center lined up with this. It's one of these friction forks. We'll set that in there. Yeah, it's all these little pieces here that are making the set kind of dragged out. It's not big pieces, so obviously if you're not into these, you know, medium to small pieces, this is probably not going to be a build for you. I'm being honest. Some Lego enthusiasts will be 100% gung-ho and tell you it's the best thing in the whole wide world. You know. Okay, so this is the one we're focusing on, this arm here. And what I'm gathering is it goes here. Here's the friction fork. You want this here to face towards us, or facing up. So we're going to snap that in here. Why did they just do this and have us stick the whole thing on there is beyond me. And this one here goes right here. Make sure that the glider plate is facing upwards or away from you. And it's telling us now. Alright, so it looks like it's just kind of flopped down like this. Well, that broke off, huh? I don't know, it just doesn't look good. What's the point of those anyways? Almost like a costume you'd see in Predator. We already did all this, so we can skip all that. We just did that one there. And we got to build two of these mirrors, so it's not too bad. At least they have it here. Yeah, I kind of want to get out of town. See if a friend of mine wants to do something, but you know, with that whole flu going on right now, she doesn't have her time off. You know, with what they call it, a triple pandemic or something, where they got that RSV, the flu, and then there's COVID-19. It's just like hardcore. Where I'm at, it's hardcore. I'm glad I'm updated on all my shots, because honestly, guys and gals, I don't feel like going into the hospital or the ER. The dentist is enough for me. I don't need to make it any worse. Even she thanks me for it. And these go right here. So this one goes here. And these two little holders. Okay. Okay, well I think that's where he sits at. Alright, so I'm taking it that this is a mirror here, like most of these are, and well, let's proceed. So they give you pearl gold ingots, and then they give you metallic gold ingots. Even I try to avoid using metallic gold in my builds. I try to use pearl gold because it's a little more robust. Doesn't have that sheen to it, but well, this doesn't fit here. It falls out. Let's see here. I mean, how does that even stay in there? Unless it goes right. Oh, it goes like that. Okay, I was like, okay, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, you know, didn't really make any sense at all. And then goes there. Then that means this one goes here. Okay. And we have the red one there. We just need the gold. Yeah, I have to pause the video a few times. I am starting to cough that stuff up. At least my asthma's good. It hasn't gone off or anything. Yeah, also I finished up hanging up lights on the house. Finally got that done. It's a chore. I don't like doing it. You know, it's, you know, where I live, it's not really a big deal. So, let's see here. Okay, so far so good. And, okay, we got to get ourselves, I guess, a friction pin with bearing, or ball joint. And one of these. So I got to make, I made this one backwards, so obviously it goes on this one here. And then the other one goes over here on our main one. Yeah, I'm not trying to scare anybody off on these small piece builds, but you know, you can't avoid. Even some of my builds have small pieces, and I try to avoid that as much as I can, because it's not fair to the builder, that has to put together 20 million small parts. It does add a lot of detail, makes the build more high resolution, but it's also not really good for the hands to put all those little things together. Alright, so that goes there, and that goes there. So that means this one is completely mirrored. Okay. And that's it. Okay, so this one here, let's position it. It's obviously got a joint, so let's see what we have. I think it goes right in here. I think that's the only thing left, so I think it just... Yeah, this is supposed to fit in here. Well, I guess it doesn't. Or it doesn't want to go in. Oh, there we go. So now we're starting to make this thing look kind of frilly with all this extra stuff that you're probably never going to use. There we go. Put that right there. So it's right around that plate right there. Alright. Nope. Shows it like this. Looks close to me. It's more stuff that will have to break off. I think there's only one of these, and that's it, so we don't have to worry about anything here. Okay. And we can breeze right through this real fast. And we have to, now we do one here in a sub-step. It's the same thing pretty much. Okay, I don't know what the deal with that is. Why don't you just tell me to make 5 of them or something? Are we going to drag this build out Lego? Is that what we're doing? It goes right here. I mean, they're essentially the same thing. Okay. Alright, now we got to make 4 of these. I just stick these on here, and there we go. That's pretty easy. We'll mass produce these real fast. Yeah, it's just little parts. These are not 1x1s, but still, I miss building big models. You know, compared to this stuff, this is not really. I mean, it's big, but it is what it is. It's just big. You can't really play with this. I think it's just meant to just display. And then stick this in here. What is this to whip the young mechs into shape or something? Is this like a tail or something? Okay. I don't know where that goes. Okay, so got that on there. And then that goes right at the end here. Maybe it's the jingle bells. And that goes, I don't see where it would go. It's like I'm missing something on this. Oh, wait a minute. I wasn't paying attention. We have to flip it over like a pancake. Alright, I'm surprised it hasn't really fallen apart yet. I think it goes right there. Yes. And stick that right in there. So this thing indeed does have a tail. You know, I don't know why. But where does the tile go? It was in that bag, so... Oh, I see where it goes. Okay, I skipped a page. So, right there. I don't think it really matters. Right about there. Now it goes inside the tube, so it'll fit right in there. And that, well, completes bag 13. Let's see what we have for 14 here. 14 is obviously the shoulders, so obviously we got a pair here and a head. Okay, I think I'm going to stop there because it's minifigures and stuff, and yeah, I'm kind of wanting to do some other things. I want to go step outside for a bit, so I'm going to stop here. May have to change the angle on that. Okay, I believe that this is bag number 14. At this point, I ran out of numbered containers. So this one I think has the light brick and stuff. Before I dump it out, it's got the minifigure pieces. So we'll set that off to the side there. And yeah, I just got done. Did another pass on my wiper arms with some primers, so decided to do that real quick and take a breather. And now I'm back again. Trying not to inhale or huff the spray paint. You know, that stuff gets me a little lightheaded and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to get that all painted up, get it ready for winter, for maybe our quarter-inch of rainfall. Yeah, this minifigure here has got a lot of little pieces. There may not be enough to keep the head on. The head's light blue. I should be able to see that just fine. Yeah, you got to really kind of line up all these little pieces in here. And this little wig ponytail piece thing. So it's like a candle, call him Candleman, huh? And he's got weapons. Cool, with all the violence going on right now, yeah, let's just give our figure some weapons. At least it's only one. So I'm going to try to get this done lickety-split. Just only to the fact of just getting it done. I really want to get it out of here tonight. And then I got some holiday stuff coming up that I want to get going. No customs, it's all just whatchamacallit. If I can get the spear on there, and then he hangs on to it. What is it? This thing is just hideous. I mean, okay, yeah, I don't know. If you're not into the... What makes these exciting is if you're not into the theme, you just don't know. You don't really know what you're building. So now we got to build two clones. It's not too bad. Kind of wish I would have jumped on the Star Wars sets when I got into all this, but now I am. When we signed up for our next round of review stuff, you know, you had to read all the terms and stuff like that, and ask you what themes would you like to review. I decided just to do Star Wars. You know, Star Wars is always a fun one, and a lot of us, including myself, are familiar with Star Wars. So it wouldn't be like this, where I'm not familiar with it. Honestly, I think I'd rather do a Star Wars build. I remember doing the Death Star. That is something I bought years ago. Something I normally would never build. And it was surprisingly a very fun build. I had a bunch of VIP points racked on them. I thought, well, I'll just use my VIP points for the Death Star. Should have bought the Millennium Falcon, but at that time it wasn't in my budget. You know, I'd rather have food on the table. We have a buddy that just buys constantly in Lego. Just buys lots of Lego sets. Not much of a mock builder, and I'm like, you know, I guess to each his own. Yeah, this doesn't look like it has a lot of stuff. Let me pull that out. Okay, there we go. There we go. I got that ready to go. But, you know, I'm not a fan. I mean, yeah, there's ways of, you know, you can pick up some good ideas from sets, but for me, I like to let the brain do the talking. Oh, I put that in the wrong area. Well, I need to be pushed forward. It's like, well, how do you put this on here? Well, no, it goes like that. Yeah, these are... Alright, and after that is another... Wait, hold on. Okay, it's another one of these. Okay, it goes like that. Look like saddles for a horse. Kind of what they look like. Not back of a motorcycle, but saddles for a horse. And this goes here with a quarter round right here. And we got to do that twice. I have a feeling there's one on the back side too, but we're not sure yet because I haven't flipped that page. At least these videos help you guys out with building this stuff, because even I get hung up on some things. Yeah, it's the same thing. Okay, I'll do it again. Yeah, this is the shoulder pads. Alrighty. There was a poll on the Nystagmus Reddit page. Do you drive with Nystagmus? You know, and yes, I do. Surprisingly, a lot of people don't drive with it. You know, and that's where the shakiness of the eyes, and it doesn't affect my driving by any means whatsoever. Except if I'm in nervous situations or I'm stressed out, but usually when I'm driving, well, the way the roads are and the way people are, you get stressed out, but it's not like it's like that. Only when I'm around other people, though. Like right now I'm relaxed, and my eyes are not shaking, so everything's really sharp, except for my nystagmatism. But so when I had this... When I was a kid, the first thing they diagnosed was nystagmus, of the shakiness of the eye, and then the next thing you know, oh, he's got astigmatism. When my left eye is completely relaxed, right, and if conditions are right, it's 20/20. Like if I put my finger along the side of my eye and just puts a little bit of pressure on the eye, it's perfectly sharp. I asked my doctor, like, can you fix that? And you make that permanent? He goes, I can't. That's when they were talking about the contacts. He says, you may want to try the contacts. It may help that. And I don't want to do them, but I'm going to try it and see. Because I really want to know what it's like to wake up in the morning. I mean, I still have to put lenses on, but I just want to know what it's like to wake up and put contacts on. Not glasses, contacts. And everything's razor sharp. Right now this stuff's sharp. Anything like this is a little blurry, but you know, oh, we gotta make 4 of these. But now it's you know, I'm relaxed right now, I'm not under pressure, and you know, all that stuff. So it's working pretty good. You know, you get a disability, you just have to go with it. Disabilities is like having your life put in hard mode. Some people don't know what that's like. You know, it's like getting teased for it and stuff. Like, you know, you wouldn't be able to handle in my shoes. Life is in hard mode. You have easy mode on. You know. Especially some people who are bullies, they'll pick on you for a disability you can't control. I'm like, well, you got a big problem yourself. You can't accept people for who they are. You know, that kind of doesn't help out much. That's why in our Let's Build It group we don't judge other people in there. It's just, you know, we all have our own stories. All our lives are set in hard mode, so don't need to make it harder. Alright, so this thing here's got a lot of stuff. We got to make 2 of these, and these go on the shoulders. So where do these exactly attach to? Can he sit? Well, let me go get that real quick. Apparently he can't, so this thing just stands. And where did this little piece go here? You can obviously tell that this is... At this point now, things are just falling apart. And this is not really sturdy. It kind of sways back and forth. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. I'm already close to the edge of the table. And looks like these go, I believe, here. Looks like that's where they go, is right there. It looks like it's the only place they would connect. So these are like skeleton hands. Yeah, see, I missed one. You have to line both of those up. And speaking of having shaky eyes, well, this doesn't help too when you have a vision impairment. Oh, I got that on there. Boy, that's just barely hanging on. And that's how it's supposed to be. Alright, well, yeah, I guess so. We'll try this one out here. You gotta line both these arms up, and you just have to set it in there and just hope that they lock in place, because they're going to want to hinge. There we go. Okay, put that back down there. We're still missing the head and stuff like that, so at least we got the nice pretty little stars. Let's see if there's two of these here. Probably not. And I see stickers. And that'll be it. So there's only one thing we have to build. Maybe the two little antennas are probably two. Let's make sure here real quick. Yeah, we just built two here. Okay. Let's get going. Let me get this thing nailed down. I'm just checking other things while I'm doing this in between builds, so you know, this may drag out several hours. On your end it probably won't, but on my end it will. That primer for those wipers are going to have to dry out a little longer, so I'm not going to rush it. And it's like the air out here is pretty dry, so it's not too big of a deal, but I'd like to get it all primed up and ready to go for paint. And since it's not really hot outside, I'll have to pop it in the oven at 300 for a few minutes, and then all that stuff. So what is that for, huh? To push it, make it bigger to push? Yeah. I think of how I want to do my next house project. It's either a house, a restaurant, or a modular. Or I could do modular homes. I was thinking about doing modular homes. I've seen a few people do them. They're pretty cool. The thing is, though, they're a little more confusing. Here's the deal. You only got an 8-stud front for a front yard, and the backyard could either just be like 6 or 8 studs in the back. So basically you have 16 by 32 studs. So what is that? 14 by 30 for interior space? Pretty tight. But I mean, if I can build a tiny house and all that stuff, it's not too terribly bad. And just to put all that together and stuff. So I don't think a modular would be hard. And you know, you got a lot of inspiration from the existing sets as well as other builders. So it wouldn't be like something majorly hard. And it's about the time to finish the job is the issue. And I don't think Lego makes a half tile that goes on those, half round. They make quarter rounds. I got to spend now some time to find those. Let me get this stuff off the table here. It's all small parts, so forgive me. I don't even see them in here. Oh, there's one. Maybe they're upside down. Well, if we can't find them, let's start separating things by color here. It could be buried under a piece, you don't know. I had one guy cuss me. I says, "You couldn't see it, it's right there in front of you." I'm like, "No, my eyes are attracted to something else." And he was literally just cussing me out, and I'm just like, he took it a little too serious. Like, dude, just chill. Okay, this goes here. That's barely hanging on there, huh? Alright. And we got to put a sticker on a round tile. Cool. Not. We'll stick that on there, and then we'll get a tile number 1. Well, there's not a whole lot of tiles left, or pieces left, so it's not like it's going to be a big deal here. This thing is kind of probably why they did this, so it'd make it easier. But I'm going to try to line this thing up between the 2 little studs here at the bottom. It's probably why they made this thing the way they did. Pretty close for me. And then you stick this right here. So I didn't even get that straight. That's why they did that, so you can rotate it to make it straight. Well, that thing's kind of covering up the light. Hope I put that in the right place. Huh. Alright. Well, oh, we got another sticker, and that'd be the last one here, which is 8. Well, let's get this part here done first. I want it done, and I want it done now. I'm not doing the review. I'll do the rough review, but I'm just going to... The rough reviews are a little different than the final reviews. I just kind of blast through them on here, because we do the reviews as we're building. More people are interested in the build quality anyways than they are in the actual, can it be used for something else. Matter of fact, there's some tiles in here that are printed. I gotta find them. Here's these yellow ones here. These are actually printed too, and it looks like the gold part goes towards the top. So let's see if I can center those up. Yeah. And then there's another one here. Hey, I'm always for printed stuff. At least we didn't have to put stickers on these little tiles. You know, imagine me really raging over that one, huh? Oh, Jay, you rage over tiles on stickers, and yeah. And then this goes right here. See, the tiles are a little crooked, so I'm going to try to rotate them a little bit here. Yeah. And I've already put that on there. I shouldn't have put it on there already. The next thing is there's a piece in here that's one of these gold pieces. Here it is. And I got to put a sticker right on that tip of that too. I'm going to shove that on there now. See the eyes glow? That's probably what it is. Why wouldn't that be printed? I don't know. That means now I'm going to have to spend some time dropping that down in there and hoping that I get it on there straight. And I didn't. Not quite straight. Yeah, I think this set's obviously going to get at least a 6, just the way it is now. Because the stickers just, you know, I mean, it makes the set feel cheap. It just, I don't know, it just, you know, stickers just make the build kind of feel, you know, kind of just like it was an afterthought. This makes it feel really cheap, cheesy. Alright. I'm assuming that these go on both sides, so I'm going to go ahead and do them now. And then there's a gold 1x1 plate right there. Okay. And all right. I think it's this. Yeah, because boy, this is you can get lost on this real quick. Looks just like the picture. And holder's facing the right way. We're still not even done yet. Now you're going to have to set this guy. You want to hinge it in, or no, you want to just set that down like that. So, says we need 2 of these. Oh, I see. The other 2 is right. The other one's right there. And slope that off. It's still not done yet. And brittle brown right here to fill in this little hole. Fits right in there. Doesn't look like it'll fit in there, but there it goes. Alright, and then we got to rotate and do the same thing on this side. I already put some of this on here, so I'm not too worried about it. Even the progress bar on the manual's going pretty quick too. I guess they have a Monkey Kid just running across the bottom. Well, the way I build, he's probably just crawling on the bottom, huh? Just crawling along, going, Jay, finish me up so you could do the fun stuff. No, Jay, finish this up so you can build me a new restaurant to eat at and a house to live in. I don't want to be living in this mech forever. No, I forgot to, I'm skipping steps here actually. Oh, you can barely see what I'm doing. I apologize, my bad. Don't want to deprive you of your mech pleasures. Stick that in there. Okay. And what the heck are these, ears? Okay, I'm going to have to take my time on that. This one goes somewhere, I think it's right here. Like that maybe. And yeah, this is it's a relaxing build, but this is really you know, not to sound ungrateful, but it's, I think I put that on backwards. Yeah, I did. Not to sound ungrateful, but it's not really my style of building. Wait a minute, hold on. I had it on right. There we go. Alright. Yay, more little things. Yeah, it's all little pieces. Even my hands are getting tired. Thank goodness I don't have any arthritis problems yet. This almost looks like something you'd see in Predator or something. That movie Predator. The first one, I believe, with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and then I think Predator 2 had Danny Glover in it. And they made a bunch of other ones. Alright, so there you go. I don't know if you can see that, but his eyes do glow. But you got to be careful because this stuff here wants to move around. Alright. It says there's stickers here, but it's actually, but look, the sheet is empty. Get off my table. We're going to need to focus on this now, so at least that's not stickers. I hope not. Okay, so we need to build 2 of these. Take some of these projectile launchers. That's what I call them. I'm not going to say the other word because YouTube will flag it. Okay, and we need number 2, which are these right here. These just pop right out. You just have to, they're perforated so you can just slowly peel them out. Just don't rip them out, you know. I'm going to just pull them both out now. Now I'm going to keep this vinyl with the gold because it could be used for other things. So I don't like to waste things. Let's got some other stuff that we could use off that there. Like you can use this for, well, you wouldn't really use it for gold mirrors or anything, but too bad there wasn't enough that you could use it for a shower curtain. And I can upgrade from paper towels. Okay. So now we take this and we put it in the bottom hole. Probably the best way to do it first is to stick this through here and then shove it inside this thing here with the hollow stud. And it should just be like that. Make another one. Remember, bottom hole again. You know, it's almost like, what do they call it? Lanyards or something like that. What you use for like a bookmark or something. Okay, and then okay, so you bend this over and you stick a gold leaf. So you just bend that over like that, and then we're going to take the gold leaf and stick it on. Okay, so that's how they keep it all warpy and flippy and stuff. Flippy. You know what I'd like to do one day, speaking of flippy? Many years ago I had a video of me doing a hair flip. I should post that someday. It was a video, but I made it into a GIF. What's sad is when you're in your late 20s, early 30s, and you still look like you're 15 or 16. You can do all that cool stuff. You know. So you got to put these in here, or try to. And what is this supposed to be? Wow, okay. What is this supposed to be? Bugs Bunny? Alright. See, sometimes I can't get them in. You're going to have a little bit of muscle to get that in there. And there you go. What's the extra hollow studs for, huh? And stick the head on top. But what did we need the extra studs for? Was this... oh wait a minute, but there's not a whole lot, just extra trinkets. I thought maybe there was just extra hollow studs. Sticking the head on top shouldn't be that hard. This guy's really literally got his tail between his legs. And what I'm telling is it goes right here. Well, this is opened up, so that's probably not going to help out too much. So it goes right there. This shows this thing pretty closed down, but mine doesn't close down all the way. Well, it came apart. Well, we'll put that back on later there. And honestly though, you know, if it's a pleasant build, this thing is ugly. So obviously it goes to here. So there we go. And well, let's see if we can get this on here. I think this is one of those things that I actually had to snap straight on. There we go. So I think the intent is to open this up. Now it's working fine. So that's pretty much what it is there. And it's heavy. You're going to have to really hold on to that. You're going to have to pick it up with a few hands. So, and the last thing is this stuff here. We're not even done yet. It's just little things at this point. So, yeah, we'll continue on with that. Alright, let's wrap this baby up, and I'm hoping I have enough space on my memory card. Okay, let's get little Bugs Bunny out of the way. And then got one more bag left. Looks like we're just adding some stuff around here, and this, well, I'm just going to say it, an ass whooping stick. Okay, let's make sure. Well, we got to do the other stuff first, I guess. So let's see if these are duplicates or mirrors. Let's do this part here first. And I think we're going to need the long shaft for the stick, so we're going to set that up there. Yeah, we have somebody in our group making a mock that I was like, really? You know, it's something I really can't even talk about on here in fear of YouTube flagging this video. And I'm just going to keep it general, but what is with people building the World War II stuff? You know, I mean, I can never get into those. I've been getting requests to build World War II, like tanks and stuff, but I just don't understand it. I mean, it's like building a haunted house. Like, why did you build the Amityville Horror House? It had all those murders in it and stuff like that. And it's just something that I've done. I was always obsessed with horror flicks and haunted places, but that's what my interests are. And these go on to something here. Okay, I thought there was a ball bearing, but where did these go? Okay, we got to flip it over. Alright, well, there's pieces already falling off. Yep, so this is going to be one of those things you're going to have to be careful with. So you're going to experience a lot of stuff breakage. And I think it goes right here, because they're right below these. So yeah, so far building this towards the end, you're having parts starting to break off. And before I move that, let me make sure that we're not doing any more back work here. And I'm glad now I checked because it is back work. So we're going to put this guy on later. You know, okay, let's see. Do I need to build two of these? Are they mirrors? Exactly. So now we know. And this is not something I normally would ever build, but in terms of making it work. But now we're doing a lot of this little Technic stuff. If you're not into Technic, there you go. It's not going to be pleasant. I think these snap into here. But I was just thinking, dude, World War II mocks. I mean, some people are into that stuff. I'm not a history buff by all means, but I sure don't want to. I would never build something like that. I wish I could say what this place is, but some of you probably can figure it out. It was not a happening place that people would like to visit. It's now a museum. Now that probably gives it a hint. It's a museum now, but no, it's not the Alamo. but it's trying to think of what country that was in. Oh, okay, I know. I don't want to leak out too much of it though, but that was just like, no, we're not. I'm not building anything like that. It's like I also see a lot of people building those projectile launcher, things in Lego. Those get lots of views, and I'm like, yeah, well, I'll pass on those. It just doesn't interest me. Wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute, now we're going to get to the point where it's mirrored, so let me flip that over and get it prepared. Not particularly my favorite thing is Technic. And yes. We're getting there. Slowly. Alright. These go on here. And another one of these. Now, if you don't build this stuff in mirrors and you're in a hurry, it will take you a long time. I mean, I would say I'm building this for pleasure. It is relaxing, but I'm also on a deadline too. I think this is for the last gold vinyl pieces we got to place on. Alright. And another one. Okay, my fingers are getting tired, but let's put more little stuff on, huh? Yeah, so when I do the review on it, I will mention that if you're not careful, pieces do flake off your mech. I mean, is it playable? It looks like it would be. But alright, and then we put the bearing in there and another one of those 4-stud long sticks. So I don't think it matters. It doesn't show these all facing one way. Actually it does. They have 2 facing up and 1 facing down. Well, first let's get it all together first before we worry about that. Yeah, so yeah, more of these. Yeah, this is, I really am kind of eager to get this done. I want to get to the holiday stuff, this is something I could see doing in the summertime when it's hot outside, or maybe you're taking a break from swimming or surfing or whatever and you can build this. I could see that, but for me, this is almost similar to what they use for the sail technique they use for sailboats. And here's some new pieces here. These are like smoke pieces you'd use for a chimney. Or if you want to make a minifigure just vaping up a storm, there you go. I don't think it really matters which way these go. And no, I don't vape. I tried it once and it made me gag. Never again I'll do that. And we need 3. Alright. So that tells me 3 and then 1 goes on the other one. Gonna pop all that off there. And what I mean by the sailboat method is that these just puncture through, but these holes are awfully small to do that. Huh. Oh, wait a minute. No, they're perforated. Okay, so they're perforated. So I thought maybe you'd have to get them to that little hole. No, you don't. You just have to stick them on like that. And they'll just fit right in there too. Alright, so that's not too bad, huh? Not bad at all. And let's do the other one real quick. And that takes care of all the stickers and vinyl inserts. Assets we got to put on here, huh? There we go. And always wiggle and jiggle things, so that takes care of those. Okay, just about done with everything. We haven't got to the ass whipping stick yet, but we're doing this right now. Alright, so it's like this. So see, it doesn't matter which way these face, but you know what? To make it look better, I'm just going to try to face them all like that. And it fits right here. That piece we just put in, it fits right in here. Keep our fingers crossed that nothing breaks. Okay, then we got to put the other one in here. Kind of get these all facing. They may keep rotating around, so I don't think it really matters. Just hold on to the part though and just snap it in place. And then that's it. So I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to flip it around when we actually have to. Now you need to, that's Lego math for you right there. So now let's start doing the stick. These are great for making trees and stuff, so I need to hoard a bunch of these up because you can make some pretty tall trees. Use these in reddish brown or dark brown. You got a nice base for, you know, like tree trunks and stuff. And then those parabolic rings work really well. Okay. Stick this here where this pointed in goes right there. And then flat tile it off. And I have a feeling we're going to have to feed each one of these in here. And you can see the next step we're going to have to. So it's 22. It says you got to stick two of these on at a time. The more you add on, the slower these are to get on in there. So for me, I'm just going to stick one on it at a time. We can try two, but the more you put on there, the more friction you're going to have. So let's try it and see. It's just from experience. See, it's a little tougher to put on. It will speed up the build though if you want to do it like that. And there's no fast way of doing this. You're going to have to do each one of these. But this is why I use these long shafts. These pieces together won't stay together very well by themselves, especially on a long run. But when you're doing these for trees, and use the parabolic rings will have the holes in the middle, so this will go right through. And you literally could make a very strong tree. Very strong. And how many do we have here so far? We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That means 5 assemblies. Let's say that would be 12. That'd be 5. That'd be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. I wonder if I can just hold on to it. I'm afraid I'll bend the shaft, so that's why I'm doing it very carefully here. And we still have plenty of those things left. Oh no, we're running out of cross axle, huh? See, imagine if this didn't have the shaft and this would just break. This is pretty rigid now. And then after that, we have about that much left there. And that and this guy goes at the end here. Okay? Okay, that takes care of that. Looks like a rolling pin that you'd use for like rolling out dough for a pizza. Okay, a couple of these. All right. And these go on the ends here. Oh, these don't line up. Let me flip that around real quick here, because that could be critical. I don't know, but if you're not sure, just do it anyways. It'll save you a lot of time in the long run. And I gotta make 2 of these here. See how this is starting to get pretty flimsy? You really can't see what I'm doing. I'm off video, but I'm trying to shove these on here. This stuff is so long. I mean, I'm not set up for doing these type of builds. You know, if it can't fit on the table, usually I don't do them, but I can't even get that picked up, and they're all like that. Alright. And then we gotta make 2 more of these. And I've done these little arrows too, not with the glowing around them. I should, but nah. Yeah, this is getting to be very clunky at this point. So yeah, if you're going to work on this, make sure you're on a very big flat surface. You're starting off small, it's fine, but this table's only about 22-24 inches wide, so I don't have a lot of space to build on here. And then now we got to start sticking these gears on here now. So it's 2 on each side, and it's almost like a baton, huh? Making sure all the holes line up, because it could be critical. And then we got 2 rims. The fat side, the thick side, goes towards the center. These just sit on there, so we got to be careful. At least the gold adds some character, but you know. Yep, you see it correctly. We got a lot of this to do. And hold on, maybe I'm doing something wrong here. We start at 1 in here. You put 1 there. Okay, hold on. Let's just keep it with... Well, hold on, that fell on the floor. Yeah, this is getting pretty long here, and these are just sitting on here too. And then just 1 of these at the end. I don't know what we're going to use to finish off the ends here. I don't think that's it. There's not a whole lot of parts left up here now. And the same thing on the other side here. I kind of figured. They gave us 1 extra gear? Or did I miss something? Well, why didn't you just tell me to put them on both ends at the very last? Or, you know, why make me wait until now? Put it on his baton. And there's no more parts left. So this just rests in his hands. He grabs onto it. And all this stuff just goes on here. This comes off. When I do the review, I'm not taking all this apart and showing the different features like that. My goodness. I don't want to make this a 2-hour review either. I don't need to do a bunch of spoilers for the build. I just like to talk about it, talk about my build experience. Most people are interested in that. So you have to remove things to stick on here. This thing's already fragile as it is. I'm not gonna deal with it, and that's what it looks like at the very end. I mean, because you have to take off stuff off of here. These are like weapons and stuff. So what I'm gathering is you just take all this stuff off. These stupid launchers are coming off. Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, I ain't going to mess with that, because all this thing wants to do... What possesses LEGO to design stuff like this? I don't know. This is not a user-friendly build at all. So the build experience is not too bad, but just for, you know, things falling off, now the shit's starting to come off. So this is going to be something I'm just going to review real quick. You know, I'm not going to mess with... wow, this is really just not good. How does that even go back on there? Let me pop that off. Okay. Yeah, this is something I'm not even going to mess with too much. I'm just going to do a quick review and just be like, hey, there's pieces falling off of this, so you're going to have to be careful with it. So I'm going to just do a half review on it, because I don't want to have to break things off of it and have to figure it out. So, like, this doesn't fit in here very well. These are coming off. Yeah, so the build is not too strong at the very end. It's just, it's oversized for what it is. Maybe if it was half the size, maybe, but that's pretty much about it. And so far the build experience was pretty good. It was very relaxing to put together. Is this playable? You've seen how things were falling apart at the end. I wouldn't really recommend playing with this. This is just meant to be a shelf queen or a shelf hog. Stuff like this could probably easily bend and break. It's meant to sit in his hands. I'll do it and stage it up later, but we do get some minifigures. We have the spaceship. You have to take all these accessories off and put them on other parts. But yeah, this is pretty much like, here's something that fell off. So yeah, this is not meant to be played with. This is just meant, you know, as a shelf queen. And I know somebody's going to say, well, Jay, why don't you do a complete review? Well, I don't want to spend half a day putting things back on. So, unlike the Transformer set, which I think was pretty much surpasses this thing. I mean, it looks cool, but it's at the end here, it's very fragile. Things like this will fall off. And the stud launchers will go off on the spaceship here, or whatever you want with this aircraft. Yeah, so I'm just going to say that this set is obviously just fragile. And could it be dropped in the city? No. It looks good, but that's all it is. It's just... the minifigures you could probably use in mocks and stuff. This I wouldn't really use in a mock. Maybe you have a big theme, you probably could, but the only thing I can think of is this is not really playable. It's just what it is. It's just meant to be displayed.